the next sort of real out-of-body experience that I had was I think when I was about 14, 15, and I was just relaxing and I was meditating. My very first time meditating, and my guide taught me how to meditate. And so I was kneeled on the floor with a candle in front of me and some relaxing music, and I started feeling all these vibrations, which is called a vibrational state. And so I lay down on my bed and I thought, wow, this is a bit intense, and I don't know what this is, don't know what this feeling is, but I don't know if I'm ill, but I feel okay, I feel in bliss. But at that age I didn't know what meditation was really. I sort of just was guided into it. And I'd been doing this for about a week or so, and I believed it was meditation, so I put a note outside my door to say, please do not disturb. So I was laid on my bed and I was feeling all this sort of physical sort of vibrations, which I thought was physical, and I was still awake, and I had to lay down on my bed quite slowly. And so I was laying there, and so I thought I was just laying down, and I was still laying down, when I heard my mum's voice knock on the door and say that dinner was ready. And I wanted to say, basically I wanted to swear at her and say F off, because I was just really upset that she had disturbed my routine and my own personal sort of routine that I just discovered. And but down below I heard this voice in the room say, please come back later. And I thought, that sounded like me. So basically what happened was that my physical body was down below in the bed and I was up by the ceiling, and I was up here thinking, oh, please F off, mum. But down below my physical body was this voice saying, please come back later. And that really baffled me. So I soon came back in my body, and I woke up and feeling really disorientated and thinking, was that a dream? Until I asked my mum, and she said, you said come back later, and it was real. But I suppose that wasn't enough evidence for me, and so I explored again, and I read up about it, and had another out-of-body experience when I was outside the hallway of my bedroom, looking at my bedroom door, and I thought I would just got up in the middle of the night or sleepwalked and was outside, but I thought, what am I doing here? And so I thought, I better go back to bed. But with that thought, I woke up in bed, and I got up out of bed, and I felt very disorientated. My whole sort of mind, almost like my mind or my head was spinning. And I thought, I don't remember coming in the door, but I was just outside. So that I know was another out-of-body experience. The same thing happened again when, this was about 5 or 6 years ago, when I first moved to Somerset. And I was still meditating and very deeply, getting all this sort of vibrational state from my body. And I woke up in the middle of the night in my bedroom at this point. My physical body was behind me on the bed, and I was looking directly at my bedroom door, and I didn't know I was outside my body, because again, it's so real. You are actually having an experience outside of your body. Your mind, you know, everything you think, feel and interact with is just outside your body. It's consciousness. You know, you're almost like just like a ghost, but you're still alive, you're still intact with your physical body. So there I was, and I thought, oh, I'm up, I better go downstairs and get a glass of milk, which sometimes I do if I wake up in the middle of the night. And so as I reached out for the door handle, I went straight for the door, and my bedroom was like up here and my kitchen was down here, so it was not directly underneath each other, so the kitchen was over a bit. So as I walked out the door, I sort of floated through the ceiling and the floorboards and directly into the kitchen down below, still facing the same direction. So I was standing pretty much next to the fridge, which my intent was to go downstairs and get a glass of water. But I just went straight through the floor and the ceiling, and there I was in the kitchen, but without any concept of what I just happened, because I couldn't remember actually floating straight through it slowly. It was very, very fast, and I was stood up and I could see everything in the darkness, and I thought, I don't actually feel thirsty or hungry, I'll go back to bed. And with that thought, I was back in my bed, just like that, and I didn't even walk to my bedroom. And again I got up and I felt disorientated. So that for me is my truth, and I know that it is real, because I've had those experiences. I may not have had anyone to tell me that what they saw or experienced, but I know for myself that what happened was real. It was not a dream. I was actually there in that state. And I know I've had a couple other very lucid dream out-of-body experiences when I've been helping spirits go into the light and things like that. Very interesting. And so it hasn't been until recently that I've been trying to get back into a proper out-of-body routine. And again, it's so real, you wouldn't believe that it's you know, you would just get mistaken for real life. Many times you have to do these techniques where you imagine yourself sort of rolling out of your body. So you're doing this sort of sideways roll outside your body, so you actually get outside your body. But sometimes you can be so intact with your physical body that you actually move and you actually feel yourself, which disturbs the process. So another thing I've learned how to do is to do a roly-poly, and to imagine myself doing a roly-poly and just going forward and forward. So here's me, but I'm laid down, but I'm just doing this roly-poly above my physical body as a projection to get outside my body. So really, I'm laid down, but I'm thinking that I'm doing this. And it wasn't until I woke up the next morning that I remember sort of having flashbacks. Sorry, it's a fly. Remember having flashbacks of me just doing this all night. That's all I was doing. And I thought, damn it, I should have been conscious then and very awake of what I was doing. And there have been many other times that I was outside my body. Like a couple of nights ago, I was in bed, and I'm doing this routine where you wake up at, say, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to do your breathing exercises, lay back down in bed, and so I did that, and so my upper part of my torso, I sort of woke up in the middle of the night with my other part of the torso stood up, and with my legs sort of down, and I thought, oh, what am I doing up for? I go back down again. Which at that time I felt my consciousness, my etheric body sort of glue back into my physical body. And at that point, as soon as that happened, I thought, oh, damn it, I was outside my physical body. I could have just walked away and just travelled somewhere, you know, around the world, but it's so hard to get into. But I'm sure once I accomplish it and get past that mind barrier, or that challenge to do that, I will post a video up of my experience. So yeah, out-of-body experiences, it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of changing your mind around, but being very open-minded and tangible, and being careful what you think also. So it's a very interesting subject to get into, and many people have had different experiences, and it's all about your own experience, projecting yourself into the etheric world as just being consciousness. It's a true gift, and if you can master it yourself, that is even more amazing. So for now, that's about out-of-body experiences, and I just thought I wanted to share that with you. So for now, thank you.